Oh my God, United somehow just beat Southampton 3-1. Honestly, I have got no idea what happened in that game. I got no idea how Manchester United won that game. That was a dominant performance from a championship side for about 80 minutes. And then all hell broke loose in the last 10 minutes there at Old Trafford. Credit to AMAD, we've got to talk about him first. Man of the match, obviously with a hat-trick from nowhere, honestly. But, I mean, substitutions probably changed the game just about. I mean, we cannot get away from the fact that we got battered by Southampton in that game. They were the better side and we managed to scrape a win together. Look, we're not really bothered right now. We just need points on the board, but I feel horrible in saying that because I know that Southampton didn't deserve that and we didn't deserve that. We deserve credit for carrying on and going to the end. But let's be honest, nobody is kidding themselves with that result there. 3-1 definitely flatters Manchester United. But we kept going to the end. It's a little tiny bit of hope. And it just looks a little bit better on paper. Now, maybe we can use that as momentum. But how many times are we going to keep on saying it? How many more times are we going to have to say, we're going to use this game now and go forward? If that was a better opposition, if that was Brighton who were playing at weekend, we would have been put to bed a lot sooner. If it wasn't for Onana, and I'm going to start with him, and credit to him, he kept us in that game in the first half, because if we go 2-0 down, that's game over. Even with Southampton, how poor they have been, and they are a poor side, apart from Dibbling, and their game went to shit as soon as he went off. And that was a blessing in disguise when he came off the pitch. It really was for United. We moved forward from there. It was embarrassing, it really was, but Onana kept us in the game. We've got to look at that. I haven't got a problem with the defence. It was okay, apart from Yoro, who had a torrid time there. That was a rude awakening for him today, Lenny Yoro. Little concerns there that he's going to need a lot more time. When Maguire came on, we solidified it a bit. Mazraoui struggled in position today. Possessionally, I just don't think he's a good wing-back. I really don't. He needs to be one of the back three. Mainu looked completely lost, and it was right that he got brought off at half-time. I just didn't see Anthony coming on for him. Anthony really is just a car crash. He came on, and I think he confused them because he confused himself, and that was why he's a danger. You just don't know what you're going to get from Anthony, and to be honest, how he missed that chance, that glaring chance, how he somehow managed to pass it back to the goalkeeper with an open goal, I don't know. It's going to go down as one of Anthony's great meme moments, and that video will be played forever and ever and a day. But look, you've got to just give United probably credit for just clinging on in there and just having the hope and the belief. And sooner or later it has to sink in that you're going to have to be brave. If you are going to turn up to Old Trafford and you're going to shrink like that in them red shirts, then this is not the place for you. But luckily for Manchester United there today, we had some experienced players on who bailed us out. And do you know what? One of them came off the bench, and not many people are going to talk about him that much because he's going to be gone in the summer. But well done, Christian Eriksen, for that ball that came over the top for AMAD for the winner. That was the game-changing moment there for me. We looked like we were out of ideas. We were lucky enough to get that goal from AMAD. A bit of decisiveness, a bit of passion from AMAD. You know what? A bit of determination got him them goals there today. But the one bit of quality in the game came off the bench from a player who's leaving the football club. And that's the concern. The bigger picture is a bigger concern than the result here tonight, because we're all walking away happy. We've got the win, and Manchester United are moving up that table back into the dizzy heights of 12th, because there's a moment there tonight where I'm looking at that with 10 minutes to go and I'm going, damn, we're going to be in 15th here. Do you know what I mean? The best result of the night was Brighton beating bleeding Ipswich, so we don't move closer to the relegation zone. That's what I was thinking. Oh God, like honestly, without AMAD in this side, then Manchester United are lost right now. Ruben Amorim, I don't know what he does. I really don't know where he goes without AMAD. If he gets injured, this season is over. It really is. That's how important he is to this team right now. Do you know what else? Again, another substitution that came on. Joshua Zirkzee deserves all the credit under the sun, because Rasmus Højlund was horrific. He had an absolute stinker. And when it comes to touch, if you haven't got it, he needs to decide what he wants to be as a striker. One over the top or someone who can hold it up, because he can't do either at the moment. He's a lost soul, he really is. I don't know what he is as a striker. But credit to Zirkzee, he did everything that Højlund didn't do. And we're not talking top levels here. This is Southampton, who are already down. At one point in that game there, they were singing, "We've scored a goal." They couldn't believe they'd scored a goal. That's how poor they are. So, I mean, it's horrific. They've got 6 points. They've only scored 12 goals all season. And there was a team there dominating Manchester United. Well, Zirkzee came on, You can only play who's in front of you. He took his chances. He had some good moments in there. His link-up play was 20 times better than Rasmus Højlund's, and he has to start against Brighton. I'm getting concerned for Rasmus Højlund right now. We're nearly at that second season syndrome where you've either hit it or you've not. And I think Rasmus head's on the chopping block right now. It really is. Along with Garnacho, some absolute criminal misses from United forwards there today in Garnacho and Anthony in particular. Garnacho in the first half. I don't know with Garnacho at the moment. Some bright moments, some not so. Very, very weak Manchester United's forward line, and that is a concern. We look like we're being bullied for most of these games right now. And it's all right, like Ruben said, and he did say it before the game, we'll learn a lot more about this team tonight than we did against Arsenal or Liverpool. And you know what? He got his answer there tonight. For the majority of that game, United didn't know what they were doing. They really didn't. They looked lost. But we had a bit of spirit. We carried on that little bit of hope from them games that we gathered at Liverpool and at Arsenal, and we moved it forward into the last 10 minutes of that game there at Old Trafford tonight, and we got away with it. We literally did just get away with it. It is not good enough for Manchester United. This is not sustainable. We know it's not. But honestly, right now, I think all Manchester United fans have accepted that it's about results. You know what? When Ruben gets his players in, when we have this transfer window, maybe Manchester United will start moving forward and we'll look like we've got some direction. We'll look like we've got a plan, because right now we don't. We really don't have a plan. We've got concerns everywhere. I don't know what was the worst negative tonight. The fact that the players that you had hoped for fell apart a little bit, are good signings, and the ones we want out of the club just came on and had absolute stinkers. Honestly, Anthony, I don't know who is going to take him, but right now, the spirit, yes, it's there. The quality, severely lacking. The composure, drastically lacking. The idea and confidence, it's about 50-50 right now. I honestly don't know how Manchester United are going to beat Brighton at weekend, but we just got to hope. And that is what we're living off at the moment. A bit of hope that we can just stick together as a team. And you know what? The one thing that you cannot have a go at United about is their spirit right now. And they are playing as a team. They may not know what to do. They may not know which way or which direction or how to control a game of football. That's for certain. But we're dragging these results out. I'm clutching here, I am. I really am. I feel like I'm trying to find an excuse to try and praise that win there. Then a good last 10 minutes where it was kind of desperate and we threw everything at Southampton that we could. But you know what? Biggest positive, of course, is that little man again who's just signed that contract. Thank God for AMAD DIALLO, because without this guy, we would be playing with Southampton in this fixture in the Championship next season. I'll say that with confidence right now. That's not a big statement. I think that's a real statement. We cannot afford to lose him. Thank God he signed that contract, because that guy is worth 100 million right now for Manchester United and Ruben Amorim. And you know what? I just feel lucky as a Man United fan that we've got him in our side right now. What a blessing. What a blessing Ruben Amorim has given this kid a chance, and he's saving this team right now. He really is. Everyone else, shocking nights. I'll give credit to Matthias de Ligt. I'll give credit to Andre Onana. AMAD DIALLO, that is about as far as I go with our team tonight, unfortunately, again. But you know what? We got the win, and we can take that away. We're into 12th. That'll do. Let me know what you think. Get your comments in below. That was a weird-ass night.